in the next 1 hour. Let's get you started now with some news. And a recent survey now shows that Kenya has not improved its transparency in the national budget making process. According to the Open Budget Survey of 2021 by the Institute of Public Finance, IPF, public participation has significantly improved in Kenya as far as budget making process is concerned. And as KTN's Brian George Otieno reports, more still needs to be done to attain the desirable global standard.
Did you know that the government is supposed to include you in the budget making process? Well, this is a key aspect in the budget transparency to the public. Kenya's position in a global survey by the Institute of Public Finance, IPF, shows that Kenya has not improved its budget transparency. Latest survey conducted in 2019 rated Kenya 50 over 100 in budget transparency, and 2021 survey also shows the same figures. There have been dismal efforts in making the budget-making process readily available for Kenyans.
The minister reading the budget in June is such a highly anticipated moment by business environment because especially of the tax measures. However, most of the decisions have already been made by the time we are in April, but because they are not as much involved or they don't know the points of engagement, they get caught by surprises. But with the tax policy, it would mean that for any new tax we are introducing, at least the citizens and stakeholders will be given a minimum of a year or so before it comes and takes effect on that.
The country that scores 61 or above shows proper transparency to the public on the budget-making process. On the flip side, though, public participation has significantly improved. Though more effort is needed to make more citizens included in the process, the digital platform has been championed and proposed as an immediate platform to foster public participation, as it also multitasks as a feedback platform. Parliament takes the blame of the phenomenon by not involving the electorate in the process.
Public has elected representatives for themselves, and do these representatives create spaces for them to give their input? So whether you think about the memorandums that are sent to Parliament, petitions, because it's also a form of public participation, input, the kind of questions, so that's a critical one. And you see in Kenya particularly, the score for parliamentary participation within the parliamentary setup is quite good. But the second one is that the executive needs to create certain and predictable spaces, both physical and time-wise. This is what we mean. Physical means that if it's a town hall meeting, it is very clear where the town hall meeting happens, when it happens, and what is the agenda that is being discussed in that meeting.
Kenya scored 54 over 100 in the budget oversight category, with the Office of the Auditor General being lauded for constantly putting the various government agencies and counties in check when budgetary issues are addressed. IPF recommends that the Treasury produces and publishes the mid-year review online instead of the second quarter budget report, and include in the year-end report performance information and detailed actual outcomes for expenditure. Brian George Otieno, KTN News, Nairobi.
Let's take a look at the numbers now. We have